Alright, here we are in my garage, and what I'm getting ready to do is a electrolysis on some old engine parts that I'm trying to clean up. And I have this 10 amp battery charger that is made for marine and deep cycle batteries. It is an older version. It does have a fully manual and automatic mode. And I'm going to be using this to set up an electrolysis bath for these old engine parts. So before I go ahead and get started, I want to show you the tank that I have. I went ahead and bought some rebar, and I took these tabs and I welded these tabs up to the rebar, and I have 4 different locations, and then I wired them all together so that they each take the charge equally. And what's going to happen is, hopefully, if I did this correct, the rust will transfer to these nice clean pieces of rebar. Now, my next step is this laundry booster, and I'm going to go ahead and add the recommended amount and create my bath and show you what's going to go in it. This is one of many parts I'm going to be doing. This is a intake manifold from a 1969 Buick LeSabre, and it is a 350 4-barrel. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing wired up and set up, and I'll be putting it in the tank next. Alright, I have this intake manifold all set up. I brushed a clean area here to get a good connection with my copper wires attached, and then 2 open ends that are going to be attached to the negative terminal on the battery charger. Here I have some welding wire going through 2 of the bolt holes that secure and clamp this down to the heads on the engine. And now I'm going to take it over there to my bath, and that's already set up. I've got just about 20 gallons of water in there, and I believe it calls for 1 cup of the soda per 10 gallons of water. So I have 2 cups in there, and I will go ahead and show you what's happening when it's on. I've got that manifold inside this tank. Very heavy, probably weighs a good 45 pounds. So the support I have on it has to be clamped to the tank. Hopefully those clamps hold. Now I do have the positive here hooked up, and all I have to do is hook up these negative cathodes, and we'll start cooking. Alright, if we could see, it's already starting to work. You can see all these bubbles forming around this piece. Check out all those hydrogen bubbles, and it's actually degreasing it as well. So I think this is working. We'll let this cook for a little while.
If you followed all the instructional material, you just...
And we'll see what's going on. I'll be back to show you what the finished piece looks like coming out of the tank. I also wanted to show you what we're charging at, and it looks like we're charging it well over 12 amps. I don't know, I might be maxing out this machine. I'm actually a little worried about it, so we'll keep an eye on it. Alright, here I am a day later. Let this sit overnight, and the charger, as you can see, has dipped significantly to about 3 amps. Started, it seemed to be above 12, and now after sitting for about 15 hours, it has dipped down to about 3. And if we come here and take a look at the cooker I got going on, Definitely still have those hydrogen bubbles coming up, and it looks like it's done a lot of its job. It kind of looks like some weird science fiction movie ooze. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out and take a look at what I got, and we'll see what happened. I emptied the tank and threw some degreaser on it, and I got rid of that oil scale. Just wanted to show you, what happens in this electrolysis process. These were at one point as clean as the last, 5 or 6 inches, but after the electrolysis, check out all that rust that has attached to the cathode. Really interesting. If you come over here, the intake manifold is drying off, and there is very little rust left, even inside the intake runners. I'm very happy. All I gotta do is get out with a little brush and brush it off, and the underside, lift it up here, looks even better. Absolutely, most of the grease is gone. Again, I gotta get in the runners and clean off all that carbon and stuff, but very pleased with it.